people that I have the privilege of working with now after I was ready to give up. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you very much.
No, it's funny. You know, I have no heart.
We know.
So I can stand up here and watch people becoming emotional lumps, and I tell you, it's really encouraging because later, you know, I'm going to be doing a little number here in a little bit, and then I'm going to be doing a number a little later, and maybe a third number a little later, maybe a fourth number. No, I'm kidding. And I'll be an emotional moment in those moments because I know Will so well that I had to tell my bridal party to call him another name in public because his name really isn't Will.
He was born Anime Bullock.
Some of you know that, some of you don't, but when you have to explain to your bridal party that when they meet this guy in front of friends and family, they should call him something else.
Oh, we do.
He's become family. So I can't even go into the stories and the Christmas dinners and all the shit that you have a life. You gave me a flask for Christmas this year, Jesus Christ. Like I could ever use a flask, they empty so fast.
More of a thermos kind of girl.
You know, it's true. So our next guest, unbilled, unannounced, but not unimportant, is someone who has been not only a guest on Porno Bingo a number of times, including once with me last fall, but who is a legend, not only in her own mind, but in the Imperial Court system, in Greenwich Village, in New York City, and among gay people everywhere. Will Clark, this is not your life, because that's another show. But I present to you the one and only Rollerina.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, Rollerina.
If I had to mention all the accomplishments that Will has done with Porn Bingo and for the city and for the LGBT community, I would be here all night. Thank you, Will. He's been an inspiration to me, and I love being on CT with him for what was it called?
Bad Boys on the Hudson.
Bad Boys on the Hudson. I've gone to a lot of, I did quite a few of the porn bingos. I think the first one was in 2007
Something like that, yeah.
on 9th Avenue, and it was wonderful.
The Dunkin' Donuts, yes.
The Dunkin' Donuts. I loved it. I told a lot of people about porn bingo that were sort of not like going out, and they would say, well, what's that? I said, well, it's exactly, actually tonight I told somebody in Bergdorf Goodman what porn bingo was. They said they didn't understand it. I explained to her that actually it was a saleswoman that I know for a long time. And she said, oh gosh, don't speak so loud, I might lose a customer. So, I love dancing with Will on CT. I think remember that time, Gay Pride? I think it was in 2009, we danced together, it was so hot on there, and he was perspired, and it didn't matter, it just made it all the more hotter. But I love seeing Will's name in print and all the organizations that he's supported, because we have a lot of work to do out there. And Will has been a big advocate for the LGBT community. And people around the country look to us as role models. And it just branches out from there. And Will, thank you for all you've done. It's been beautiful. And you'll go on to other ventures and it'll be great as well.
Thank you, Rowena. Please welcome Reverend Yolanda.
Yeah! Thank you, my dear. We're sisters. Look at us. We are so sisters.
Communion wine.
Wow. I don't know where to start. 9 years ago, I guess it was, I did this album called Abolicious. I don't know if any of you ever remember that album.
10 years.
Was it 10 years? Oh my God. Okay, so 10 years ago. But we did this album of ABBA covers, a whole bunch of drag queens. Keshetta was living here at the time. It was Keshetta and Hedda and Edie and Joey Starr, a whole bunch of people. Anyway, and we got booked, a couple of us, to come to The View, to Will's show. And I don't even think it was Porno Bingo yet, was it?
No,
Oh,
it was People Will Talk.
People Will Talk, yes. And from that moment on, Will became such a good friend. He always supported my music and has until this very day. And I've gone through so many changes. Now that particular experience with Abolicious didn't go so well. It was sort of a flop, whatever. And I got a little depressed after that. And then I decided to stop doing drag for a while. And Will was always there. And he would always talk to me and call me and find out what I was doing and always just be a really good friend. We'd meet for coffee, we'd read tarot cards, we'd have fun together, And he just became such a good friend. And finally, I decided to go to seminary, which I actually did. And through that process, I came back into drag. And I realized that, this whole experience that we have in the LGBT community is moving consciousness forward, moving human consciousness forward, And our discussions, reading tarot and talking about transcendental metaphysical things, really inspired me to take my place in the world as Reverend Yolanda. And now I've developed a show called Reverend Yolanda's Gospel Hour, but all through this time, this whole 10 years, Will has been my friend and always supported me and always supported my music. And I can't thank you enough. I love you so much.
Oh, thank you, darling. I have a nun's habit if you ever need.
I would like a nun's habit. I would like a nun's habit.
No,
I
not,
really would.
no, not to give to you, darling. No.
Please. Oh God, that would be fun.
Abbott and Costello?
You're putting people together. It's what you do, Will.
That's right.
And I have to tell you, I am here tonight because he told me I had to be. But I work for an organization called Iris House, which works with HIV services in Harlem and Zelda. And Will is amazing. Iris House has been a beneficiary of Will's 5 or 6 times. We love it. We love bingo. We've had people get into fights with bartenders at Pieces. We've had all sorts of amazing experiences. You remember that night? Yes, you remember that
That was
night.
your night. Oh my God.
That was us. And amazed we got asked to the Ritz and continue here coming down to Charlie's. We are going to take una bicha posa because over here at the bar we have the fabulous Doug
Yes.
of the Big Gay Ice Cream Shop, who is currently dishing out some of his little treats. And I think we're about to celebrate that. And is there a baked goodie?
I believe that Manny has the baked good, but I'm not sure when he's coming back. He should be back in a second.
There
So
might
we will
be
just have
baked
ice cream
goods
first,
there.
and
Ice
then-
cream first,
Nothing wrong with ice cream.
and then cake. So if you want ice cream, and you're not wearing a 16 steel bone corset, you can for making Will and his friends fat.
Hey Will, it's Margot Channing. Thank you so much for having me host your show a couple of times. I had the best time, I really did. And the thing I remember most is that you told me that my material was too raunchy for your show. And that was one of the biggest highlights of my life, being told by a porn star that my act was too raunchy for your show. Porn.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Will. Happy birthday to you.
I get dibs on the spankings.
Not anything more personal than happy birthday?
Oh God, put me on the spot. You already did your part. So I came late to the whole Will Clark show, only been to a few, but it has been a life-changing event, and I am just so thrilled that I had an opportunity to get to know you. Happy birthday, Will, and thank you. Thank you.
I want to introduce Michael Mallon, who is from the office of New York City Councilman Daniel Drum. Yes.
Hi everyone.
Oh my God.
My name is Michael Mallon. Councilmember Drum wanted to be here very much himself to wish Will Clark a very happy birthday and a very heartfelt thank you for spending over 9 years raising money for LGBT elders, for homeless LGBTQ youth, for people living with HIV/AIDS. The list goes on and on. You have helped the neediest in our community for over 9 years. So this is just one chapter of your life. Round of applause. Thank you very much on behalf of Councilmember Drum and staff. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. We're looking forward to seeing what chapter your next chapter will bring. So.
So the New York City Council, Councilmember Daniel Drum, presents this award to Will Clark in gratitude for your years of dedications and fundraising thousands of dollars for New York City's LGBT community and people living with HIV/AIDS. Dated February 26th, 2014. Wait, photo. I know, right? No,
Take the
face.
photo, it's important. It's posterity. Posterior.
Stop looking at my ass.
No one's looking at your ass, AB.
Oh, yes, they are. Because I was told.
Oh my.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
Okay. Well, now we have to start moving things along quickly. Because, you know, in like 40 minutes or so, we have to do this, like, bingo. It's where we actually raise the money for the New York City Anti-Violence Project. Which is really But before we do, we have a few people who want to say some things. So, since he's right here in front of me, I'm going to ask the next person is the fabulous Tito.
Oh.
Media personality, nightlife scintillating person. You can find him online, you can find his blogs, you can find his radio shows.
Just find me.
Just find him, but you have to spell it correctly. Because T-I-M Moss is somebody else. Believe me, I figured that out. This is T-Y-M, Tim Moss.
Wendy, thank you so much. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. It's all for you, Will. I'm telling you, 9.5 years, that's what,
57 shows.
57 shows. That is remarkable. That is incredible numbers there. And the amount of money that you have raised for so many wonderful causes, LGBT causes, there's nobody like you. Thank you so much. I don't know if you have any idea of the impact that you've made on our community. And we thank you very, very much for that. And we had a hell of a fucking good time doing it! I love calling the numbers, you know, like I-7 would be I, as in intercourse 7. Yeah. And I loved it. But thank you very much, Will. There's no one like you, and thank you again so very much for all you contributed. We love you very, very much.
It's funny, Tim. I always thought I-7 was I-7. Now the Catholic Church thinks I know good from bad. I-7. Honey, I learned bingo under Sweetie. I got all the. Believe me. All right, darling, you're not seeming trapped back there. Do you want to? Okay. But you're behind the speakers, which means it's a little odd. You should be.
I'll go over here next to
Go
Brian.
over here. All right, because next we're
Because
gonna
that's
bring
all.
out.
That's all crowded, right?
It's all crowded over there. People, clear space. Or get rolling over here. One or the other. I don't know what. What? He's raised over $250,000. You know what? That takes a lot of effort because this is $1 at a time.
Yeah.
So this crowd tonight is going to make that $500,000 because we're all going to pull up the singles like hell, right?
Yeah.
All right, next I'm going to bring up somebody I've known since he was a wee prince in the Imperial Court of Buffalo. He became a member of the Imperial Court of New York, but I know him better as a member of the New York City leather family, leather community. He's one of the co-producers of Leather Pride Night. Please put your hands together for Grant Anderson.
Oink!
I was going to ask you to pass the mic back, so you can't. Where's Will?
Right here.
To your left.
Hiding now. Okay. Hi, Will. Happy birthday. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for being here.
As the co-chair of Leather Pride Night, which is going on, well, this is my first year doing that as a co-chair, and as a longtime member of the leather community in New York City, I have to say thank you very much for all your work, particularly in the leather community. He has been the auctioneer extraordinaire at the Eagle more than one occasion. He was our special auctioneer last year at Leather Pride Night, which is wonderful. And very clever. So he's auctioning off this wonderful item. It's actually sitting with an erotic artist to do your own portrait. And he gets the bidding going, and he finally gets down to the last bid, and it's, I don't know, $600 or something, $625. And what does he do? There's still two interested bidders that both want it. They're both equally bidding it up. They're bidding it up equally, $5 at a time. So what's he do? He turns around and says, okay, should I have your final bid? The lady says, yes, great. Turns around and says, okay, you are the second bidder. You still want it? Yes, $625. He sells it twice. He sells it twice. Never in my life did I see anybody ever do that. And the artist just said, oh, okay, great. It's just fucking amazing. I can remember, I've seen you on more than one occasion. We had one particularly interesting conversation. I have to say it was the key turning point upon my relationship with you. Shortly after your mother passed, and may she rest in peace. It gave a new light to myself and to other people who have gone through my own circumstances where my father passed away many years ago. And I had to say, Will, you've done an amazing job here at Porno Bingo in the leather community. We will miss your efforts here in this, but trust me, we will be calling on you in the future some other time. So don't go away. We still know where to find you. So thank you very much.
Hello, kittens. All right, let's see if we can make this technology work because I can't just talk. And we've come to my point of the evening, and I can't just talk. Oh, good. We can almost hear that. Wait, back, no, pause. Okay. For those of you who have known me and followed me for years through Porno Bingo, through the Imperial Court, through cabaret work, you know, I'm a big fan of show tunes and all sorts of things. Yeah, it's true. No, but what's shocking is that I'm about to do something completely different.